For today, for those that are not working on the notebook, to solve for the radius, diameter, circumference, or area of a circle, here's a practice problem to bring up and drop off. The solution for the practice problem is that you start with A, so you need the formula of A equals pi r squared. Substitute in 320 for pi r squared and set it equal to pi r squared, and then divide both sides by pi. You're left with r squared on the right and 320 over pi. To get r by itself, you need the square root of both sides. The square root of 320 over pi is 10.1. That one you must round to the tenth place, and then to get the denominator, you multiply 10.1 by 2 and come up with an answer of 20.2. For the practice problem, you start with A, so it's A equals pi r squared, and plug in 450 for A. Set it equal to pi r squared. Divide both sides by pi, and be left with r squared. And then you have 450 over pi on the left. You need the square root of both sides. So you're left with the square root of 450 over pi equal to r. You are finding C, and the formula for C is 2 pi r. So keep the 2 and the pi, and then multiply by what you found for r, which is square root of 450 over pi. And do the parentheses first. Square root of 450 over pi, and then multiply that by 2 pi. You should get an answer of 75. Should be 75.2. Solution here for the practice, you start with C. C equals 2 pi r. You're given 32.5 for C, so plug it in, set it equal to 2 pi r, and then divide both sides by 2 pi. Cancel out the 2 pi's to be left with r, and on the left you have 32.5 over 2 pi. You're finding A. A equals pi r squared. So pi times the quantity squared of what you found for r. In your calculator, you're going to have to do the parentheses first. So 32.5 divided by, you need parentheses around 2 pi. And then square your answer for that and multiply by pi. Should come up with 84.1. You start with C, so you need C equals 2 pi r. Put in 275.2 for C and set it equal to 2 pi r. Divide both sides by 2 pi, which will cancel out on the right, leaving you with r. On the left, 275.2 over 2 pi. Go ahead and solve for that and round to the tenth place. You'll need to do 275.2 and then divide, parentheses around 2 pi. And you should come up with 43.8, but you have to multiply that by 2 to get the diameter, which would be 87.6.